Hello, everyone. Everyone. Sorry about that. Throat's been dry all night. Um. Yes, as you can see, that is Damien Sandow. And tonight, because it's 12 a.m. here when I'm recording this, we are going to talk about the many, many wrestlers in these recent few months who got pushed to the moon and then became nothing at all. Damien Sandow is a great example of this. This guy is a guy who was tag team champion. He won Money in the Bank. They pushed him to the moon. He had talent. The only thing I didn't get with him in the ring is he's supposed to be so smart, and they made him a brawler. I'm thinking smart guy, let's have him do some technical stuff, some kick-ass technical stuff, like Brian does. But anyways, so as we can see, they decided to go a new direction with Sandow. Brand new, no one ever thought about it. Making him dress up like whatever the fuck he is dressed up in that picture. Guy with a microphone who has a duct tape chain. Because chains of duct tape are always awesome. That's how you get a wrestler over. You have him put a chain on with duct tape on it. And then later on, since they wanted to do something really different, they made him Magneto. Why? Because he needed to be Magneto. Why is the costume so bad? Because it was designed by blind people. So yes, that is what Damien Sandow does now. He dresses up as things and gets punched by Hugh Jackman, who is not actually Wolverine, though he may believe himself to be. So that's one example. We got more examples here coming up. Like Cody Rhodes. Remember, he was dashing Cody Rhodes, which was just complete and utter crap. Where he gave you beauty tips, that was just stupid. Though he is a good-looking guy. Kind of short, though. His father's real tall. His brother Goldust is real tall, and he's kind of short and skinny, and they're kind of fat. So, yeah, Dusty must have married like a supermodel to have him. But this is a guy who was pushed to the moon. Once again, he was tag team champion. He had a huge Intercontinental Championship reign. He had multi-time tag, had a huge Intercontinental Championship. Got pushed to the moon. He was over. And they teamed him up with his brother, which was awesome. Could have pushed him. And now he looks like that now. I'm sure that's made a lot of people happy. Him and his brother do comedy now. I don't know which one's the weird one, and I don't care. Now is the case of Cesaro. You push him to the moon. You give him a U.S. title reign, which, he's not from the U.S., so that could have been big. He could have, renamed it the, Polish or whatever he is, wherever he's from, title. Had him do that like Lance Storm did. He's okay on the mic. He's not great. But he has a lot of charisma, and he's really entertaining in the ring. So what did we do? We hooked him up with Jack Swagger to make a Real Americans tag team. I know it doesn't make sense, people, but you just got to go along with it sometimes. Why is the big fat guy dancing? Why does Santino Marella think he has a real snake on his hand? Why am I not drunk while watching wrestling? These are the questions we got to think about, people. So they pushed him, and then they had him lose a bunch. They had him lose, and lose, and lose, and lose. So they broke him away from Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter, and had him do something new and awesome. They had him hook up with Paul Heyman, who is a great talker. But they haven't let him talk real that much. and he's hooked up with Cesaro, who's really entertaining, and they're having him lose still. Just to prove Paul Heyman is not the manager of the Stars, unless your name is Brock Lesnar. So yeah, people, this is the utter stupidity we deal with WWF. This is why they don't have a main eventer whose name isn't Daniel Bryan or John Cena. Because you got these guys, Cody Rhodes, you would have kept pushing him. He would have been a main eventer right now. He'd be in the main event. Sandel would be in the main event. Cesaro would be in the main event. Ryback would be in the main event. You got so many people that if you would have just kept pushing instead of deciding, oh, we're bored, let's have him lose 50 matches in a row, they could have been in the main event. Instead, we got John Cena as champion again, and Sheamus, we had to give him a title because he's pale as hell and he needs something. I don't know how you manage to stay that pale every day, but he can. You got a vacant Intercontinental Champion who was Wade Barrett, and he got injured again because he knows how to get himself injured. So yeah, these are the people who, they would have been main eventers now, but they stopped pushing them, and we're stuck with the Fruit Loop, with the Fruity Pebbles guy again. So yeah. So if you ever get tired of Fruity Pebbles, call WWF and call them morons.